We are here with psychologist Dr. Cheryl Ziegler with the warning signs of depression and suicide. Good to see you this morning.
Nice to see you.
Such a serious topic, and one as a parent I worry about, and a lot of other people do. But I want to talk first about who is most at risk. Can we target the age group that is most at risk?
Well, right now, I mean, technically most at risk would be anywhere from 18 to 24 and then older men. So women are 3 times, or females are 3 times more likely to try, but men are more likely to actually follow through.
Really?
Yes.
For a long time, suicide was one of those topics that we were all afraid to talk about. We are so far past that now,
Yes.
where we're saying we absolutely have to talk about it. We have to talk about it with our friends, with our family, and especially with our kids. What recommendations do you have for parents who need to open that door and have that conversation?
Well, it's just like you're saying, it's something scary. We don't want to talk about it, but the research really says that talking about it is better. So you want to talk to them about warning signs, how depression and anxiety and substance abuse, those are the 3 things that if you see more signs of hopelessness, despair, withdrawing from activities, increased use of alcohol or drugs, that is a big warning sign and a risk factor. Usually the feeling is trapped when there are writings or there are notes that we look back on for people who've actually died by suicide. We really see that there was a sense that there was no hope, no way out. And so that's one of the biggest things. So you really want to look for a change of pattern of eating, sleeping, friends, activities, and talk about it. Do you ever feel like life is not worth living? So there are different ways you can say, do you ever think about suicide? Because the word is really big. Do you ever feel like you don't want to live?
Do you feel trapped?
Do you
that
feel
word you used.
Right. Do you feel trapped?
So say you have someone that you love or that you know who feels that way, then what?
You get them help immediately. And you really want to be there supportive, because a lot of times there's a loneliness component, like, well, who would care anyway? Maybe nobody would, and who would notice? So you want to be there with them. I'll go with you. I'll go to, if you're a teenager listening, because a lot of times they're the first ones, they're almost the first line where kids are texting or Snapchatting these kinds of things. Go with them to the school counselor, call their parents, get them professional help immediately.
What about when they are resistant to that, as so many people are? They say, nope, I've got it, I'm good, but you know they're not.
Absolutely. Talk to them about some of the other risk factors too. Like, a lot of people will say, we have a family history of mental health issues. We can't take this lightly. Telling kids that, like, just like diabetes runs in our family, depression runs in our family, or anxiety runs in our family. And we know that that's a risk factor. So you can go at it that way. You can try to get their friends in there. You can just try to find them the right person and say, we'll find the right person to meet with, that you're comfortable. You're not, again, you're not trapped. You're not stuck going to this one place. But no matter what, take it seriously, because suicide is preventable, depression is treatable.
And if anyone is talking about it, get to them, get to someone right away.
Yes, and I think as a parent, you have to talk to your teens too. If your kid's not necessarily suicidal, but they know of other teens, talk to your kids about what to do, because they are going to see things on social media and through texts. And so sometimes they don't know what to do and they freeze. So tell them what to do. You're not going to get them in trouble. You need to tell their parents. You need to tell somebody.
All right. Thanks so much for coming in. A topic that we just can't ignore. So very important. And we also want to tell everyone, you can go to our website, kwgn.com, for information on the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. It's somewhere that you could call right now if you are in need, or if you know someone who is. Chris?
It may be awkward to talk about, but it could save a life, so it needs